We have archival data from the Hubble Space Telescope and the Canada-France-Hawaii Telescope. For the Hubble, we're one of 3 archive sites in the world, and for the Canada-France-Hawaii, or CFHT data, we are the only site in the world to have the archival data. And we provide university astronomers in Canada, and in fact around the world, access to this archival data through the internet.
Okay, so if I wanted to get some information, say, on spiral galaxies, I could go into the internet and find this information through you.
That's right. We provide software that people download to their machines, and it would come up look like this. And this is a catalog. This screen contains the catalog information for the Hubble observations. And I could come in here and say I was interested in spiral galaxies, and maybe I was interested in NGC 4321, which is a particular spiral galaxy.
Okay.
So I type in the name of the object here, and then the system connects to another database in France to get the coordinates of that galaxy. I don't remember all these coordinates off the top of my head. And then once we have the coordinates, we can start looking at the catalog to see what observations may exist of that particular galaxy. And as we go through here, we see there's a few observations taken with the WIFPIC camera before the Hubble was repaired. But I think what's interesting is some of the observations that might have been taken with the repaired camera on the telescope.
So this is what I'd see if I were to log on.
That's right.
To the system.
Now I use the analogy of a mail order catalog. So what we're looking at here is the descriptive information. Mm-hmm. So there might be a little description of this jacket that I'm looking to buy, or in this case, the Hubble Space Telescope data. Now, when you look at a mail order catalog, it also comes with pictures. And that's what we've developed as well here, in that besides the descriptive information describing the observation, we have online little images that go along and show the astronomer what the data looks like, to make sure it's the right object, it's high enough quality, it's what he's looking for.
This is basically what we're getting then is the exact image that the Hubble took.
That's right. The astronomer can actually request the actual data. What comes up here in this, what we call preview image, that's not it. What comes up in this preview image is a quick look at the data to see whether it is what he's actually interested in. So we can look at this, play with it, see if there's see if there's a particular star on there that he's interested in. And so he doesn't have to request data, get it sent to him that he finds out later isn't exactly what he wanted. So it's just like a mail order catalog, and then I can request the data, and this is another piece of software that comes along, and this allows me to order it by tape or by electronically over the internet, however I want to get the data.
Okay, so as an amateur astronomer, the best venue for me to find this information would be through my local university.
Internet provider.
Right.
While we basically are here to service professional astronomers, there are other sites on the internet that have available various GIF images and other information and data from other telescopes. So we're sort of geared towards professional astronomers, and but we do have other information available that amateurs can access over the World Wide Web if they wish.
So is this information available now?
Yeah, all public data is available, and if an observation was taken 1 year ago, that's with the Hubble Space Telescope, the data is private for a period of 1 year, and then after that it's publicly available to anybody. So if an observation was taken 1 year ago, that means tomorrow somebody could connect, look at it, and say, okay, send it to me, and we would send it to them.
Okay. Can we go and take a look at some of the hardware behind the system?
Sure, I can show you that in the next room.
Okay. This is the actual storage room, the physical storage room of the data from the Hubble Space Telescope.
That's correct. This is where all the data resides on optical disc. And up here we have all the data from the Hubble Space Telescope. And the total archive is consists of 800 gigabytes of data. And to put that in terms of floppy disk, that's equivalent to 800,000 floppy disks. Each one of these optical disk here holds 6.5 gigabytes, or the equivalent of 6,500 floppy disks.
This is the most modern version of the CD-ROM, I guess you'd call it.
It's like a CD-ROM. It's written with a laser. It's just 12 inches in diameter rather than 5 1/4, and it has a higher storage capacity. Now over here we have the machines that read these.
They're the laser disc player
That's
of
the
the.
laser plus disc player, and these two here are the two drives that read those optical discs. And then down here we have the computers that run all this. So this is where we read the data, copy it to tape, and send it off to people.
Okay, so you mentioned before that you could download information from France, like we did it. You did it while we were watching.
That's right, all these computers here are connected to the internet. And in fact, what we do now when people request data, we have to manually come in here and copy it and send it off to them. What we're moving to this year, and we hope to have it finished by the end of the year, is moving the data onto CD-ROM. And what we have here is a jukebox that has a capacity of 500 CD-ROMs, so it's about 350 gigabytes. And what we hope to do in here is copy all the data.
350 gigabytes.
And what we hope to do is copy all the data that we had on the shelf here onto CD-ROM. And what these are all available immediately on the internet. So when people want to get data, we won't have to come in here and copy it for them. They'll be able to click their mouse and download it immediately.
So is this is CD-ROM on there right now?
That's right. This has a capacity of 500 CDs. So there's about 300 empty in here right now that we're going to fill up over the next few months. And then we're bringing in another one of these jukeboxes for a total of 1,000 CDs online.
I can see one of them's being read right now. Is someone using this?
They could be, or they have been. I think they continue spinning even after they finished using them. And there's this black platform down here will come up, select a CD, and go back down and put it in one of the 4 drives. So this is our sort of leading edge technology. We're probably the first ones in Canada to get one of these. And even now at NASA, JPL don't have these yet.
Well, so that's just,
You're here.
yeah. Hope you didn't just make it skip.
Okay.